Today on The Chef's Cut, we are talking about America's most dependable place to dine out, the Costco Food Court.
The slice of pizza at Costco is the best slice of pizza you can get from a chain restaurant in the United States.
Joe and I ranked the best food items, including the brand new chicken tenders.
The sauce is really good. They kind of got that Raising Cane's, like cognac sauce going on.
And what ingredients do real chefs think you should go out of your way to buy at Costco? And the prices on them are really good. Chef's Cut Nation, you know what time it is. We need 10 seconds of your day. Please rate and review the show wherever you get your pods. It really helps.
One thing that people can agree on in the industry, in the streets, wherever you may be, is that Costco is incredible.
Yes. I'm a new convert. Yes. Costco is, I see what the hype is about.
You know, and this is something you and I have talked about for a while. We're deep diving into this, and I found out of your lack of really Costco experience. And I think it makes sense. You know, you live in New York, you don't have kids, you know what I mean? You live in like an apartment, you're probably not buying things in bulk often. I don't know how many bulk things you buy.
I don't need a 3-year supply of Q-tips. Like, what am I going to put that under my bathroom sink? Like, I don't have space for all that.
Well, and this is okay. So this is the thing. This is where it begins. Is like how this conversation with you and I started is talking about how good I think the food court at Costco is.
Yes.
And you had not fully experienced the breadth of the chef's menu over at a Costco.
I had not. I'd been with my sister to Costco, her and the kids, and like, you know, I got distracted by kayaks and tents and all these random things while she attacked the shopping list that she had. And I'm also like, ooh, sweatpants and leggings and kids' clothes and like fun.
Dude, the sweatpants are low-key nice too.
They're pretty
They're
nice.
thick, they're high quality. There's, you know.
But the food court, I skipped. And so you convinced me I had to go back.
So you went back. You went back and you explored. And now I've been a Costco member for a long time, probably 20 years at this point.
Whoa.
I'm an executive member now. I don't mean to brag, but you know, we get early access. It's kind of a big deal before 𝗁𝗵𝗶𝘀 opens for the rest of the store. So it's, you know, it's kind of a big deal. They don't give it to everyone. You know, you're probably a regular member. That's okay.
I think so. Yeah.
But the food court's got a lot of things. Like they have a lot of food that's kind of ready to eat, but then you have the food court, and obviously, you know, the most famous of the Costco brand is the hot dog. The 150 hot dog that has not changed price in forever. And there's like a famous story quoted to the CEO of somebody new trying to come in and trying to raise the price of the hot dog, and him leaning across the table and said, "I will effing kill you if you raise the price of the hot dog."
I'm so glad he did, because that hot dog, along with like the $4.99 rotisserie chicken, has built such strong loyalty. And I see why, because it is actually a damn good hot dog. But that's not the only thing I tried at the food court. So you know what? Let's rank. I tried 4 things at the food court.
All right. Well, so what were the 4 you tried? You tried the hot dog.
I did the hot dog. I did the chicken bake.
Okay.
The chicken tenders and the pepperoni pizza.
Okay. And the chicken tenders are a new addition. So we have to clarify this. You know, I know you're new to the game, so I just want to make it clear that chicken tenders have not been a long-standing offer.
Okay.
So that's new to the game. So I want to take them. I'm going to take them through one by one. The hot dog, I think, is a no-brainer. It's a slam dunk. It's a good hot dog.
So I ranked them 1 to 4, favorite to least favorite out of those 4.
Oh, least favorite's easy. The chicken bake. I mean, there's chicken bake fans out there. There's like, I feel like the chicken bake is a cult classic. There's the people who are big chicken bake people. I'm not one of them. I think that's, for me, the lowest tier of Costco food court food.
Next.
Number 3, I'd say the chicken tenders. Like the sauce is really good. They kind of got that Raising Cane's, like cognac sauce going on. But the breading was okay. It was okay. You know what I mean? I'd say it's mid as far as chicken tenders go. A hot dog, I would say, is number 2. It's a really good hot dog. It's a really good $1.50 hot dog. But, you know, I live in Chicago, the hot dog capital of Earth. So it's good, but it's not, you know what I mean, a hard thing to find. I will say, I think, and this is my truth. The slice of pizza at Costco is the best slice of pizza you can get from a chain restaurant in the United States.
Oh, Joe.
And I'm saying chain restaurant. I'm saying chain restaurant is the best chain pizza place.
Ooh.
In the United States.
Strong words.
I think
like
it's true. I think it's absolutely true. It's better than, and I'm not saying it's better than, La Industrie or Scars or Feeney in New York.
Right.
I'm saying it is way better. And it's not, I don't think it's close.
But it's
if
better
you
than
compare
Pizza
it to
Hut,
like
Domino's.
a Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, Sorpino's, Marco's, whatever, you know what I mean, chain pizza place. I think Costco dog walks them.
I love
absolutely. And it's like, it's delicious. It is delicious. I eat a slice of pizza every time I go there. It does not matter time of day, night, how hungry I really am. I'm grabbing a slice of pepperoni for the road. I'm going to sit in my car and eat that in the front seat, and I'm going to be happy. I'm going to have about 3.5 to 4 minutes of pure, absolute enjoyment.
So I loved that pizza. I'm not going to lie. It reminded me of there's a difference between like pizza you liked as a kid and pizza you like as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that is like the best version of kid pizza.
Oh, yeah.
The cheese is thick. It's saucy.
Yeah.
It's got that grease dripping off. Now, I can't lie. I love that little bit of grease running off the top of it. Ooh, it's good.
Grease me up like an old truck part.
Okay, let me give you my 4 in order. Yeah. Okay. So, least favorite. I have to agree with you, chicken bake. I was not a fan. It had this weird, acidic taste.
And I'm going to tell you, there's going to be chicken bake people coming for us on this one. The chicken bakers out there,
convince me otherwise.
I don't think it's good, but there's people who are like, dude, that chicken bake. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Who hurt you?
Least favorite for me, chicken bake. After that, I agree, chicken tenders. Then pepperoni pizza. And for me, the hot dog was the winner. It had just enough snap. The bread is soft.
It's a good snap.
It's tender inside. It was the best, objectively the best hot dog I have had in a long freaking time. That was, to me, that hot dog was it. It's huge, though. It's a massive hot dog.
It's a quarter-pound hot dog. It's I think they call them 4x1s.
That's a glizzy. Now that
you know what I mean?
Like
those are Hoss dogs.
Yeah, that's like you could split that with 2 adults and everybody would be full. But I agree. The chicken tenders, the breading was thick. It was kind of dry. It seemed like kind of dry meat on the inside. It was stringy. It was real chicken. Don't get me wrong, but they were just dry. I think they would be much better if they fried them instead of baking them.
Yeah,
I get it. It's healthier, but that breading just gets like
product.
I think so. That doesn't give fried to me.
Yeah.
Because the crust was too dry and unevenly crisp.
All right, so you ate all 4 the other day. What was your total for ordering all 4 of those things?
Just over $15. I took a picture of the screen.
Did you get a drink?
I got a bottle of water because it came with the hot dog.
Yeah.
I should have gotten a pop soda, but I couldn't. I was like, I'm doing enough damage to my body. I'm going to get a bottle of water and try to feel better about myself for eating all 4 of these in one sitting.
I had a Diet Coke with my slice of pizza and chicken tenders yesterday at 9 a.m. It was electric. I was sitting in a Costco by myself, table 1 top, dine in, having a slice of pepperoni pizza and chicken tenders and a Diet Coke while FaceTiming you.
I was going to say, I think we were on FaceTime having pizza and chicken tender breakfast.
And I don't think I stopped smiling the whole time. I was so...
that's the happiest I think I've ever seen you.
I was like, this is the best. I'm like, someone's going to walk by and be like, look at this insane person.
But that brings us to, I'd heard about the prices at Costco, right? I'd heard about them for a very long time and how they're low for certain items because that hot dog is $1.50. The rotisserie chicken and the shrimp cocktail I did buy to take home because I've heard so much about them.
Well, right. We need to talk about the shrimp cocktail real quick.
The shrimp cocktail, banging.
Like we used to get it when we were I remember when we first started going to Costco, I think I was probably in college. My mom would get the shrimp cocktail all the time. And it's like, dude, it rips.
It's huge. Yeah. It's like a pound and a half, or 2 pounds, and it's like $18. And it's cooked well. The shrimp are seasoned. They're not rubbery. I think that might be my favorite thing at Costco right now is the shrimp cocktail.
And this might be, and I don't know if this is specifically a Chicago thing, and I'd love for someone to tell me otherwise if this is a thing other places, but shrimp is kind of like a car meal in Chicago. You know what I mean?
No.
Like the late night fried shrimp
Oh,
places,
yeah.
going to 𝗻𝗵𝗶𝘀𝘀 fisheries. You know what I mean? A shrimp cocktail from Costco. Like shrimp to me is like a baller car meal. And I don't know if.
How do you eat shrimp cocktail in a car?
What do you mean? You got a cup holder. You put it on the armrest. You put the cocktail sauce on the cup holder, and it's like.
That does not make it okay.
Yes, it does. It's
shrimp
romantic.
cocktail's got to be cold. Like that's a home
right. That's
meal.
why it's
you
like
have...
you just got it cold. You got to rip that thing while it's cold. You don't want to drive it home.
I can't take you anywhere, Joseph.
𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, rip a cocktail, shrimp cocktail in the front seat. Like,
and you just what? Do you chuck the tails out the window?
No, you put them back in the container. You throw the whole container away with the cocktail sauce.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm questioning everything I thought I knew about you right now.
Yeah,
fried shrimp, yes.
Hey,
shrimp
date
cocktail.
Night idea. Date night idea. Throwing it out there for all those Chef's Cut listeners out there. Get yourself a shrimp cocktail. Go for a drive. You don't even need a date. That's a solo date. It's fantastic. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself, right. My question is, because the prices at Costco are so low, does it create an unrealistic expectation for consumers about what food should cost? Like if you go to a restaurant and you're like, I paid $18 for 2 pounds of shrimp and you're charging me $25 and I only get 6 on a shrimp cocktail at a restaurant, people look at it like I can just go to Costco and eat at home.
Right. And well, that's always the argument, right? You know what I mean? You see people, they'll like post a review, they'll be like, oh, well, I could have made this at home. I could have made this at home for this. It's like, all right, make it at home.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you're not going to do that. And I think because Costco's a store, then like people have that correlation in their head. It's not just a restaurant that's doing this, right? It's not like they're coming in like undercutting all the competition. They're just like, it's a grocery store. So because you're at a grocery store, the same as like if you buy a bottle of wine or a bottle, like, you know what I mean? A bottle of tequila at a grocery store is $30. If you go out and order 2 tequila cocktails, it's $30.
Right.
Or if you're in New York, that's 1.
Yeah.
You know,
much.
like if you're at the US Open, it's a half of a drink.
Right.
But like, you know, it's just, I think there's all these layers to it. So I don't think it creates an unrealistic
even for other grocery stores.
Oh,
though,
for other grocery stores,
the prices at Costco,
they body the life out of everybody. They body them. It's awesome too. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I think it just being like Team Costco. You're like, oh yeah,
right.
I'd love to see it.
So I also think this is really interesting because people are so used to the prices being so low at Costco, especially like the certain things like the rotisserie chicken and the hot dog. And because I am new to Costco, mind you, you know, I've recently come around. It's crazy that the prices at Costco are so low for certain items. They are not making money on them. The hot dog, that is a loss leader. That $4.99 rotisserie chicken is a loss leader. They do them to create the loyalty with customers to keep them coming back. So how do they balance out the cost on that? And since I'm newer to the Costco family, you know, you question things when you first arrive at the family.
Listen. Don't be that person who shows up, hasn't been around.
Why does grandma
You're
do
like
it like
that cousin
this?
who hasn't come to the function in 20 years. And then it's like, oh, do we always, you know, make this for this holiday? It's like, yeah, every year for 20 years. You just haven't been here. And now you want to show up and question the hot dog?
I do. I want to question the hot dog, the rotisserie chicken. I want to question the business model. How are they making money? Is it on memberships?
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, the membership is the whole thing, right? They have an unbelievable amount of memberships. Wow. And then the retention rate of memberships, they have 81 million paid members.
Wow.
And the renewal rate is 92.3%.
Jeez. Okay.
That's like better than tobacco use.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The average,
like, nobody could touch that.
Right. Yeah. So they're padding the prices of those loss leaders with the membership prices because they've also got really thin margins on the products they're selling.
Do you know what they do in membership revenue? You know what their membership revenue number is?
How much?
$5.3 billion.
Ooh, yeah. And that's, I mean, Walmart obviously is bigger than that, but that is crazy high.
And like knowing going into the year with a 90% retention rate on that, you're like, even if we drop, it's like we're still like $5 billion in
just for
revenue
memberships
without selling anything. So it's like,
That's
whatever,
crazy.
they could give away a hot dog to every person every day. They'll be all
and
right.
still make money. That's crazy. So I'm looking at it now. Walmart comes in at 681 billion in revenue. Costco 275.2 billion in revenue. And that's not from hot dogs. That's not from rotisserie chicken. And the thin margins on the products they sell give you a lot of that because they are selling such large quantities. And that's one thing that struck me.
They're selling everything. They got tires.
Everything. I walked in and it's not like a store being stocked here and there. It's pallets, like pallets of things. Like you are selling a half of a truckload of this item, which was wild to me. I mean, just the sheer quantity that they house in these warehouses. I didn't even know that there was a place in New York that you could put this much stuff. I was shocked.
I think what's cool about it too is, like, I know you're new. So, I'm trying to ease you in, but like, if you've gone to different Costco's in different places, they have different stuff, which I wouldn't normally expect from like a really big box store like that, right? You know what I mean? Where it's like the more specialty markets to see the local things. But it's like, I've seen videos of like, because if you deep dive into Instagram, there's a ton of Costco accounts, right?
Yeah.
About
I went
like
down
how
the
to
rabbit
buy
hole.
different things. There's a million things. But there's one about like, I forget what it is. And they just talk about like the best products at Costco. And for some reason, I haven't seen this in the States yet, but the Costco's in Canada have a tiramisu that looks unbelievable.
Ooh. I've seen videos of the Costco's in Japan that have these like beautiful sushi platters.
Oh. Do they have the hot dog? They got to have the hot dog in Japan.
That's a really good question. They've got to.
All right. If anybody is out there, get in the comments about Costco Japan, and I need you to send us. Tag the Chef's Cut Pod. We need to see you eating the hot dog in Costco Japan.
So this is crazy. So I was also like looking around Costco as I walked through these massive warehouse full of products, and I did sign up because I will be using this in my work as a private chef. And I was looking at the prices on like the primal cuts of beef. Like they're not selling individual steaks. They're selling entire rib section that you can break down into steaks. And the prices on them are really good. So if Restaurant Depot merger happens and prices go up, is Costco another fail-safe for chefs to use?
Yeah.
In the event of like needing a delivery.
And I think a lot do. Like there's one by me that's like a business centric one. I forget what they call it. They have a different name for it. And I think like the only difference is like, I think they don't sell alcohol.
Okay.
They have a ton of stuff because like a lot of people shop there who own like small shops.
Okay.
So like huge packs of like candy, gum, chips, like all that stuff. Like if you wanted to start a bodega tomorrow, you could go to this Costco at 71st and State Road and spend $10,000
and set up everything.
Bodega, like with the shelves.
Wow.
The coolers, everything. Like you could do it. But it's also interesting because like I think like the different ones here, at least, like depending on like where it is and what's around it, you see different things. Like over there, there's a heavier kind of like Middle Eastern population. So it's like they have whole lambs at that one. But like you can't buy whole lambs at the one on 16th and Ashland, which is closer to Chinatown. So they have like a lot more of like, you'll see like sliced skin on pork belly.
Oh, like the thin cut, like for hot pot or.
Yeah, like more of the like Asian style, like barbecue stuff, whether like Korean, Chinese, whatever. Like they'll have kalbi, they'll have the thin slices of like chuck roll for shabu shabu or hot pot or whatever. So it is really interesting. Like how do they adapt to markets as such a giant footprint?
Right. I mean, it's really great that they do that. I did not know that they kind of tailor their stores to their market, but that makes a lot of sense because in the Costco here, it's in East Harlem, but there are so many diverse communities in New York. So they have a small kosher section. They have a small like Asian section. They have a small Greek section. So they had all these things that I was really surprised to see in addition to, an e-bike because there are so many delivery apps in New York. Also, like delivery, there's like one e-bike for every 2 people in New York, damn near, it feels like sometimes. And they sell them at Costco because that is such a huge part of the economy is people buying e-bikes to be able to get on these delivery apps and get a job and do deliveries. So, I mean, I guess they really do cater to their markets. Another thing that I saw though was like VitaPreps. They have Vitamix blenders there and KitchenAid stand mixers, a 6-quart KitchenAid for like $399. And I was like, dear God, why would you order from anywhere else besides Costco?
You just got to go there. It's just like a crazy place. And
Right.
It's like, and if you've never been, I know you've never been, but like going on a weekend is like.
Oh, I went on a Tuesday night after work, and then I went again on a Wednesday morning because you were heading, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go back to Costco and we can have breakfast in the food court virtually. And that was so funny because Tuesday night was packed. There was not an empty seat in the food court. People had huge carts. I'm like, how is everybody here so late on a Tuesday night? I could not imagine what weekends are like. It would be insane. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Insanity.
Okay, so as a chef though, what are some things you have purchased for your restaurants from Costco?
Honestly, the number one thing, if I said the thing I purchased the most at Costco for the restaurants, it's treats for my cooks. It's like I go there like every New Year's Eve I'll go and I'll get like 4 cases of Gatorade, 4 cases of Red Bulls, 4 cases of candy, 4 cases of chips.
Wow.
And like drop off like a kit at each restaurant of like, here's your Gatorades, here's your energy drinks, here's your chips, here's your, candy to get you through a really long service tonight.
That's so nice.
But I've bought, because like you can buy the bigger primal cuts. So I bought like whole rib roast from there. 𝗱𝗶𝘀𝗀𝘀, whole tenderloins from there when I needed to, like disposables. And some of them have where you can buy like fryer oil, like like a proper box of fryer oil.
Yeah, they had the restaurant style.
Because like if you got to go to a grocery store and buy canola oil, it's like you are having the worst day of your life.
You're going to have to buy like 1 million small oils to equal 1 box of fryer oil.
And you look like, people are like, did this person like figure out a new drug to cook at home that they're buying this much oil? You know what I mean? Like you look weird and suspicious. They're like, why are you doing this? You know
why do you have
like,
a cart full of oil?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, why are you a dude in the store by yourself looking kind of dirty coming from a kitchen buying all this oil? Like, I'm going to call the cops.
Yeah, I saw the fryer oil there. And in private work, there is a lot of use. Like I will be going to Costco to buy things like extra virgin olive oil at good prices because I go through so much. They had some like kits of pans, like nonstick pans, like maybe not for restaurant use, but like the 𝗲𝗏𝗀 brand, great for home use. And I cook in somebody's home. So like I would go back and get my pans from there for that. There's certain things that I think Costco is definitely doing right when it comes to both supplying the industry and individuals.
I think it's one of those places where it's like, it's really fun to go to. They're fun to go to in other markets. You know what I mean? As much as like chefs, we focus on the hyper local, going to these little mom and pop shops. I think it is one of the great big box stores where it's like, you're like, you guys are actually doing it right. And this kind of rules. And this is really fun. And like, it's like, I've never taken anyone there who's been like, I don't like this.
So we talked about what you've purchased for the restaurants. Personally, Joe Flamm, what is the weirdest thing you've impulse bought at Costco? It wasn't on your list. It wasn't something you went in thinking you would buy, but you absolutely had to have it when you saw it.
Man, it's usually something weird the kids find, where you're like, all of a sudden it's like, how did I buy an 11 pack of squirt guns? But like, and it's like, and I have the problem of like, I'll be with one of them and they'll be like, yo, like, we should really get this. And I'm like, you're so right. You're so right. Like, what would make this Thursday better is having 12 squirt guns to like have a battle royale in the backyard now. Like, this will go perfect.
Call the neighbors. It's going down.
Exactly. It's like, well, I just bought, 2 pork shoulders to smoke. So like, yeah, we might as well have a squirt gun fight while this is going on.
That is hilarious. So one thing that I
bought a TV from there.
The electronic section blew my mind. I was literally like, they have Apple computers. They've got
I walked
MacBooks.
in and I bought a TV from there one day and I felt super cool. I don't know why. I was just like, I'm just here for a TV.
I saw a lady walk out with a folding table and a 2-gallon container of kimchi. I was like, I want to go wherever she's going.
Hell yeah.
She's my new guide in
You're
life.
like, take me with you, Auntie.
Right. She literally brought a big suitcase on wheels to pack, and all I saw her put in was like 2-gallon containers of kimchi, and then she had a folding table in the other hand while she wheeled her suitcase full. I was like, this woman has a plan in life, and I need to be like her. She does. So my family buys seafood a lot from there because every Christmas we make huge pots of gumbo. And again, we make Cajun style gumbo, not Creole. We make chicken, andouille, and seafood all in there together. So king crab legs, there's no better price than Costco. They're really
good.
Is
they're
absolutely
really good too. My aunt
they
used
had
to buy them
crabs
for my Uncle Ozzy. He's from Norway, and she would just buy like the king crabs. They're super good.
That's crazy. So, I mean, Costco is worldwide. They are really killing it in the retail space. They've got to be one of the largest retailers around the world. And I didn't know. We just found this out. Sean, our producer, told us that they started in the Seattle area or Washington.
Yeah, that Kirkland brand. Kirkland is like an eastern suburb of Seattle or something.
Blew my mind. I've seen Kirkland Signature on these products for years, and I did not know where it came from. And we just found out little nugget of info that Kirkland is a suburb of Seattle, and it's named after where their first warehouse was.
You know, and it's wild that they like made a house brand cool.
Yeah.
Because you remember in like grade school, it's like if somebody came to school and like they didn't have like, you know, it's like they had like a President's Choice soda.
Oh
remember
my
the
God.
President's Choice?
President's Choice. Yeah, you would get talked about. You would get clowned in the lunchroom.
You know what I mean? It's like
off-brand Oreos.
Yes. You know what I mean? You had the Jewel brand. They were like, you know, the O's or like whatever. You know, like
the Aldi brand.
The tuxedos. That's what they were called. Remember? Those I think were the Aldi brand. They were the tuxedos, like instead of the Oreos.
The fact that you remember this.
Because it was like, you know what I mean? Like people said stuff to you about it. And like that, like Costco made a house brand cool where people are drinking house brand tequila, and it's not like, it's like you go in fancy houses. I go and cook in nice houses, man. And they're drinking Kirkland vodka.
And Kirkland, my sister and I call the tequila, we call it Costco Migos because their añejo is good. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like they made a house brand cool. It's just wild. It's just wild to think that they did that. That's the most impressive thing to me is like that you made, you know what I mean? Like a house brand cool when it was like always like you see people walking around in Kirkland sweatshirts like, oh yeah, I bought this from Costco. Where it's like, you know what I mean? When we were in grade school, it's like, bro, was that like, did you get that sweatshirt from Sam's Club? And it's like, no. You know what I mean? Because it was like whatever brand had just gone out. It was like when Fila went, you know what I mean, up.
Yes.
And it was like nobody wanted to wear Fila anymore. And then it's like all of a sudden I had 3 Fila sweatshirts from Sam's Club.
And everybody knew why.
Yeah, they were $6.
Right. And low key, everybody else had them. They were just too embarrassed to wear them to school.
Right. Now
everybody else's parents bought them.
Fila sweatshirts.
Right. You'd be the coolest kid on the block. That's like the beauty of Costco. So it's done so much there. And I'm sure there's got to be like bad parts to Costco. And, you know, give me a couple years in this relationship and maybe I'll see some bad things. But for now,
all you got to do is go there on a Sunday. And
sunshine and roses.
It'll change your relationship with it. You go there on a Sunday and you'll be like, It's Depot on a Sunday level of like, what have I done with my life that I got myself into a situation where this is where I need to be right now?
Yeah, Sundays are not meant for Costco.
Because it'll be like 200 parents and like 1,000 children. And you're like, is this a school?
Right. It's like just entertain them at the food court while we do the shopping. It's like auntie sitting in the food court with the kids while the parents go get the stuff they need. Yeah. But that's the thing. Like you go in there for something and then you see a bargain on other stuff. And so that is kind of the model for some of these big box stores. You see, I normally buy like CeraVe or, you know, a lotion like that or Aveeno. And I'll spend $25. Because I have eczema, I need a very specific lotion, and I'll spend $25 on a tub or container that'll get me a month and a half to 2 months. And it's $25. That's not cheap for lotion, don't get me wrong. But I don't need lotion, but I go into Costco and they have 2 for $30. So I could spend $22 to $25
the 5-gallon bucket.
Right. And
The
or I
pickle
could go
bucket of a vino.
and you wind up spending a little bit more than you planned. Like in my mind, I'm like, I spend $25 on lotion, but I see $30 and I get 2. So my aggregate cost will be a little bit more than I planned on spending.
That's
but
that
I'm
Midwest.
getting enough to last.
That's that Midwest in you, girl. You're like, I got to get it for the winter. Got to survive the winter on lotion.
I want to be able to not leave the house if a blizzard hits. That's always like in the back of my mind. And like Brita filters, I usually buy a pack of 2 or maybe 3 at a time. I walked out of there with a pack of 10 Brita filters. Why? Because the price per filter was so much less when you buy more. So yes, it's more than I planned on spending at one time, but I feel like I'm saving money. And that's kind of the model of these stores.
Well, I think it just goes to show at the end of the day, the one thing we could agree on is Costco rips. And it's just awesome.
Mm-hmm. I'm a newly converted citizen. I'm a newly converted chef. I will be shopping at Costco for personal and professional needs.
Okay. I think like the next thing we need though is that next time you're in France, you need to make a Costco France roll.
Yes.
I think it's
absolutely.
what the listeners need. I think it's what the people need. But I think we need Adrienne goes to Costco. This is like really the next step of this age.
Yeah, that's absolutely it. Joe, I mean, I'm glad I came over to the other side.
Glad you came to the side. And I think Chef's Cut Nation, you got to let us know this week. Craziest Costco impulse purchase in the comments.
Right. Was it
I want to see who bought the biggest, wildest thing at Costco. Who bought the Costco sauna? I need to know.
The cold plunge, right?
That's it.
Joe,
all right, H.
It's
Till
been
next
a blast.
time.
I'll see you at the food court.
See you at the food court. Save me a hot dog.
All right, that's it for this episode of The Chef's Cut. Head to the comments to tell us your favorite Costco menu items, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on IG. For Joe Flamm, I'm Adrienne Cheatham, and this has been The Chef's Cut, Life Beyond the Pass.